Welcome to Awakening You channel. If you appreciate what we do, please support us. Thank you. Dear sons and daughters of planet Earth, I am Sananda. Very good. I hope that each of you is currently thoughtful, introspective, analyzing each point that has been proposed and said here. Always think about this: we don't impose anything. This is not the feeling you have to feel when something is said here. If you agree with what we say, then you can do it from the heart. Because you analyzed, you thought, you understood, that what was said is correct, so you do it with love. Doing with the mind is when you do it without thinking about why you are doing it, without thinking about why they are doing it. They are doing it because we say so. This is not learning, this is not doing with the heart. So you are doing it, because inside your mind, we are imposing something on you. So today we're going to talk about a feeling, very poorly used in your world: respect. Why don't we impose anything? Because we respect you, because you are free beings. If we were to impose something, we would be on par with those who have always manipulated you. There is no imposition from any being of light. Much less has God the Father or Mother imposed anything on each one of you, ever. Those who love unconditionally do not impose anything. The decision has to come from you. It may be that something we talk about here doesn't resonate with you, you don't agree, and this is perfectly normal. It is not yet your time to understand what was said, so you do not agree, and it's perfect. We haven't changed anything about that. The fact that you do not agree or do not act as we advise does not change our love for you. Then some may say, but are you the owners of the truth? I will answer for myself and for all other beings of light. I understand that due to the dimensions we are in, the experience we have already had, the learning we have already acquired, yes, we are the owners of the truth. Because we know exactly where everything you question will lead. So we bring you the truth, however harsh, however strange you may understand. So what is said here is not to be followed like a little toy that you wind up and it responds. It is to be done with the heart, it's supposed to be done with love, it's supposed to be done with a lot of dedication. Believing that what is there will actually be good for each of you. So back to talking about respect. You have always been taught to invade the other's space, to force the other, to involve the other to get what you want, to do it without asking the other if it is good for them. You do what you think is, but someone asked the other, if that would be good for him? So I can say that you disrespect others all the time. All the time. Because you were used to that, doing what you think is right, without caring about the other person. And in this context you will see many excesses, which are generally, men thinking they are the owners of women, parents thinking they own their children, bosses thinking they own their employees, rulers doing what they want, every kind of perversion you can imagine. Everything is a lack of respect. Someone once said that women were nothing, that women were meant to serve, that women would have no voice. And this is how it has been treated, no matter how much you say no, until today, by her husbands, partners, who think she is just their possession. So she has to do what they want, and when she doesn't, they rape, kill. Where is the respect? It does not have. Talking about children is unnecessary, because they are the most disrespected, even due to their size. When an adult hits a child, it is cowardice. Would that adult like to be hit? No, he wouldn't like it. He would think it was disrespectful, but he does this to the child. Inside his mind, she has to learn, and is it with violence that she will learn? Educating is not hitting, educating is not violence. And many go to the extreme of thinking that children are mere things for their pleasure, even children. There is no respect. In this case, not even love. And I would stay here giving endless examples, because this is a very controversial subject. So I would like you to stop and think, Do you respect each other? Many here will stand up and say, of course, I respect it. He is sure? In all aspects of your life, do you respect others? Do you respect that other person's way of dressing? Do you respect the other person's sexual orientation? Do you respect other people's way of being? Will you really answer yes, but no yes, afraid of the consequences? Because the act you have already done, you will have the consequence. It's not answering yes or no that will make you less guilty. Effectively 100% of you do not respect each other. That's what I said here the other day, when I talked about good. You do good for each other, but without asking if the other wants it. It involves respect. Respect is listening to the other, putting yourself in the other's shoes, not doing anything for or for the other that the other doesn't want. So I'm going to comment on something here with you, about what was developed especially for this what you call social networks. Everything very well planned, everything very well arranged. For what? To keep you away from each other, because no one talks anymore. Eye to eye, face to face, no one visits anyone anymore. Because you can always be connected, you don't need to see each other anymore. What does this cause? The separation, because there is no physical connection between you, there is a completely manipulated and treated connection between you. With what trend? Push you further and further away. And then added to that, came many other feelings, the feeling of I am important, because I have millions of people watching my life. What do you get with it? Why expose your life? So you expose yourself because you think you're important, you think you're superior. And he watches your life out of envy, because he wants to be you. So see how many feelings you are attracting. Do you really think, deep down, that having lots of people watching you is good? I would tell you that it's terrible, because every person that connects with you creates a connection with you. Do all those, thousands or millions, who follow you, give you good vibes? It will be? Or do you receive a daily load of envy, sometimes even curses? But you also like that, showing off a life you don't have. So my brothers, I would stay here talking, thousands of situations that were created with these networks and among them, the lack of respect. The total lack of respect. Why, what do you do all day? Everything that you find cute, you find interesting, what do you do? Is it just for you or do you spread it to everyone? Where is the respect for others? Did that other one order what you sent? Did you bother to ask the other person if you could send it? Oh no, but I forgot that there are thousands, right, there are millions who are watching you, so you can't ask everyone. So you take the disrespect for everyone and send it to everyone. Do you understand where all this leads you? I can guarantee that good feelings are not. Because in these networks of yours, which are supposed to be beneficial, there are all sorts of feelings and malignancies going on in them that you cannot imagine. Why were they created by whom? We weren't the ones who created it. So there you are observed, you are induced, I would even say manipulated, to take certain actions. To spread hatred, to spread fights. If I say here right now, that each one of you get out of all this, most of you are already responding, but I can't. How am I going to communicate with people? Especially the younger ones. I ask the older ones a question, how did you communicate with people in the past, what was it like? Nobody stopped having friends, nobody stopped going for walks, nobody stopped doing anything, because these networks didn't exist. But you have become their slaves. They no longer know how to live without them. I even understand, many people work with them now. And with this pandemic this has become even more important, because you cannot have physical contact, so contact is all through the network. Where will this lead? Think where this is going. So, once again, if I tell you to get out of all this, I won't even say it, because it will be impossible, because this is already part of your life, your journey. So for those who don't feel so important, the larger the amount, the worse it is for you. Because your energy could be being drained by a lot of people. And then you don't know why your life isn't moving forward, why your life has stopped. There are a lot of people draining your energy, because you don't protect yourself either. No, it's not up to me to teach you how to protect yourself, that's everyone's decision. So at least make sure you respect each other. When you read something, why does it have to be spread? To be famous, to be friends with everyone? And then I ask you, who is on the other side, ask to receive what you sent? Ask yourself this question. Will what you sent effectively help the other person? Or in your concept, in your conception, will that help the other? Or are you the one who receives it? You don't even know what you received, you haven't even read it yet, but you're already telling everyone about it. Many do this, they don't even know what's there. And if that was imbued with a bad feeling, you've already spread it, it's gone. So you understand, how far does respect go? And you come to tell me that you respect each other 100%? You don't care about each other, you want to be the ones who are always at the top of the networks. Did you ask the other person if they want to receive something? You asked? No, you didn't ask, you ordered. So respect each other more. Use the word respect, but in its full context. Because you think it's very beautiful when advertisements about respect are made, but you don't act as such. Because you don't respect each other. You do things for and for each other, without knowing if the other wants that, this is a lack of respect. The other is an individual just like you. So, when you don't like what some people do to you, they disrespect you, but you do the same to others. So stop to think about what human coexistence is. It's not showing off, it's not showing off. Ah, but I like to include happy moments. Very well, not everyone will have reciprocity in their happiness. Many will envy you and you will be connected to that. The only thing I can teach you, use the violet flame to disconnect from all these people, daily. You don't deserve to be connected, to hundreds and thousands and millions of people, for what? So that they drain your energy and in a way, you drain theirs too? Because it's a two-way street. So respect. Respect is the word. Asking if the other person wants something is hard work. But only in this way, will you be respecting the other, listening to their opinion about what you have your opinion on. It's not imposing on him what you think is right. To end this video, why am I saying all this? The news in their media is not good at all, and many make a point of disseminating it. So with this interesting habit that you have, tomorrow when everything starts to happen, you will fill others with your understandings. Because you will have to spread that. For what? Would the other person be ready to see what you sent, would they? So the time is coming for everyone to live their moment, of each person feeling their pain, for each person to suffer what they have to suffer. We've already said this here. If you want help, ask for ours. So start to lose this habit, of thinking that others have to know everything too. Why? The other person is not interested. And you're disrespecting her when you send her something she didn't ask for. Because you thought it was interesting, and out of politeness, she didn't say anything but that didn't please her. So, when you want to actually pass something on to someone that you think is interesting, so and so, I heard something like that, are you interested in seeing it? Then yes, the person will say, no, I don't have it, and it's over. For you it was interesting, for her it wasn't. So respect. You want to make everyone wake up, it's a beautiful feeling, but not everyone is ready to receive what you are sending. The time for everyone's awakening will come. It's not by you filling people with information that they will wake up. You can lead the way. Oh, there is a path like this, which I find interesting. If you are interested, go there. Excellent. You did your part, you showed a path, it's up to that person to follow it or not. But you didn't impose anything on her. Respect, this is the word in all senses of life. Respect each other, whoever they are. Respect, because only then are you really preparing yourself for something much greater, which is unconditional love.